Riley sat here in the same room as Blue Orchids. Hello, Blue Orchids.
Hello.
Hello.
Martin, would you mind introducing your bandmates, please?
Yeah, so on electric ukulele, we've got Tansy McNally.
Hello.
On keyboards, John Paul Moran.
Hello.
On drums, Howard Jones.
Hello.
And on bass, we've got Phil Lewis.
Hello. Fabulous. All right then. And so, we'll talk a little bit about House of All, not much, but it's a Blue Orchids night. But with the House of All album and the second House of All album, which is in the can and ready to go next year, and Magpie Heights, you've been a busy boy.
Yeah. Which is great. It's just great to have record company support, because all these ideas are in me and they've got to come out, so it's nice to have an outlet for them.
Yeah, I mean, have you been kind of... has this been triggered by anything, or is it just because of the fact that, you have got Tiny Global, a great label with the Nightingales and various other bands? Is it quite simply because of that support, do you think?
Very much so, yeah, I think so, yeah, I'm a creative person, and it's, as I say, it's just great to have the chance to work on stuff constantly, I love it.
And even going back just a few years before that, to 2016, that's when it all really started, and you were working like everybody through the pandemic. Was there a lot of musicians found the pandemic, perversely perhaps, a really creative time, didn't they? Because there was nothing else to do. Did that kind of affect you in that way?
Yeah, it did. It's turned my attention inward, and being isolated, because I was living in the wilds of mid Wales at the time. So, I just had a lot of time to just withdraw into my own mind and ideas, and get a lot of material together.
Right. Okay.
And think about the process of writing as well. The approach to writing changed, I think, coming out the other side of that. So. Okay.
So I mean, so how do you work out which tunes you've written that you would want to present to either Blue Orchids or House of All? Because I've been listening to the album today, your new album, and I think it is absolutely brilliant. And but it is. You mentioned it before. It's kind of got a slightly less. This has got a less stompy kind of feel than the House of All, hasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't want to try and compete with that sound. This is kind of more of a slow burn record, really. I put the quieter songs at the front, and it gets sort of faster and heavier as it goes along, really.
Yeah.
I didn't want to try and compete the two bands. Blue Orchids is a different beast, always has been. House of All is great fun, we're loving it, but as I say, I didn't want to try and
confuse it. Yeah, sure. I mean, as you mentioned, sometimes when you download an album, they can end up in the wrong order, and so I actually thought that, because I was listening to it, and then the last track, which you're going to play in a moment, "Rocket to Stardom," is I mean, if there was any justice in the world, it would be on Top of the Pops if Top of the Pops existed. Yes. But it's just a brilliant tune. But the particularly in the middle, it takes a really kind of downbeat, kind of retrospective, introspective look, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's kind of I suppose a cynical take on people who are looking for the big time for whatever reasons, and the various outcomes of that desire in a kind of fun, rompy kind of way.
Right, okay. Well, I mean, I've really enjoyed what you've done for us already. As I say, I'm really looking forward to this now. We've got the tour dates here. Need to scroll down just a little bit. Bear with me. Yes. So the 21st of November, Glasgow Hug and Pint. The 23rd, Voodoo Rooms in Edinburgh. The 24th, the Old Coal Yard in Newcastle. 25th, Manchester Disorder. The 1st of December, London, the 229 Club. The 2nd, St Leonard's, the Piper. And the 3rd, Leicester, the Musician.
Correct.
Okay, brilliant. All right.
Forward to that.
And the album is out now, isn't it?
It's actually out, I think, November the 20th.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah,
all
officially.
right. A preview then. So, okay, Blue Orchids live in session. Thank you. So what are you going to do in what order?
We're going to do Rocket to Stardom, followed by As My Vision Clears, and then we're ending with Tableau Vivant.
Brilliant. Okay, get to it. Thank you.
Yeah.